I'm excited to bring Adam's Tire Shine out for its first appearance. Now, Adam's Tire Shine is very different than our vinyl rubber and tire dressing. The difference is the look. If you look, this brand new tire has been cleaned with our all-purpose cleaner, scrubbed and wiped dry. Now, then we went ahead and applied our Adam's vinyl rubber and tire dressing to this tire. Notice it's a matte finish, it's dry, it's not too shiny, but it's a very nice new tire look. Adam's Tire Shine, very different. You, our customer, have been asking for a higher gloss tire shine for years. Sorry it took us this long to get here. Anyway, the product has two very different looks. One, if you spray it on, let it dry for 15 or 20 minutes, and then come and just wipe the residue off, you can get an extremely high gloss tire. However, the other look, which is my favorite look, I'm going to show you how to do right now. Now, before we start doing any kind of tire dressing at all, you want to make sure and really thoroughly clean the tire first. All of your old tire dressing, anything else that's nasty on there, use our all-purpose cleaner, spray it down real well, scrub it down, hose it down, whatever it takes. Make sure and get all of the old tire dressing and anything that makes your tire nasty off first. If you have brand new tires like these, you might have something called mold release agent on your tires. It kind of looks light gray. You'll notice it and you'll dress your tires and they look all uneven. A good way to get that off, if you can't get it off real easily with our all-purpose cleaner, try mineral spirits and 4/0 steel wool. That'll pull off some of that really nasty mold release agent off your tires to get your nice even look. Okay, now these are brand new Cooper tires made in the USA, one of my favorite brands. Now, Cooper makes a tire that's very, very easy to dress. You notice the tread blocks here are not too big. Now, if you have a truck or something with some really big tread blocks, you're really going to like our new Tire Shine. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to take our new Adam's Tire Shine and I'm going to spray just around the outer edge of the tire before I knock down the residue with a sponge. Okay, then, using either our Pro Tire sponge or a block sponge, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest. There's more than enough dressing on the tire just by knocking out the tread block. And now I just want to go ahead and get the inner part of the tire all evenly done. Now, if you're working on asphalt or a driveway that you don't want to get any tire dressing stain on, make sure you put some paper towels down in front of and behind the tire so you don't end up making a mess. Now, you see these little tiny ridges. You can actually hear those. The little ridges, if you don't go with the ridge and get the dressing through each of those ridges, you might have an uneven face. So let me go ahead and make sure and go into each of these little ridges with the sponge to get all the dressing evenly into each one. Outstanding. Notice how dark this tire is. It's extremely dark. As the dressing dries even a little bit more, it'll lose a tiny bit of shine and get a little bit more even. So when you're looking at this finish, especially when looking at this finish as it relates to the VRT, look at the difference in the tire finish. Very, very different looks. The Tire Shine does not work nearly as well on the trim. It's not made for plastic and rubber trim. It's not the product for that. It is made specifically and only for tires. Now, speaking of tires, I told you there's actually two different looks that you can get out of our new Tire Shine dressing. Now, this is one. I sprayed the tread block and I rubbed it all down, wiped it in with a sponge. Let me show you the other look. Voila. Now this tire I sprayed about a half an hour ago. I sprayed it liberally. I sprayed the entire tire down with Tire Shine, okay? Now you can see that it's way glossy. I let the Tire Shine pretty much dry on the finish. Now at this point, what I need to do to make sure I don't get tire dressing slinging down the side of my vehicle, I want to make sure, and once again, take a tire sponge or a tire block. This time I'll use the block. And I want to go over this face of the tire to make sure that I'm evening the finish out so that it's not going to be hanging out in all these little ridges and slinging down the side of the car as I drive it. All right, so friends, you asked for a high gloss tire shine. At this point, the way that I applied this and let it dry, you've got yourself a very high gloss tire shine. But the crazy thing, it's actually dry to the touch, okay? It's not super oily, and it does give you that really, really rich, deep, shiny look.